Hey folks, Crazy Climber 80 here again. And this time we're going to look at a game called Victory, and this was created by Exidy in 1982. It was not very often seen back in the arcades in the day. It was not one of Exidy's more popular titles, like Venture or Mousetrap or Crossbow or games like this, or games like that. No, this was not seen very often, and I don't think it's very good. Kind of feels unfinished to me. This isn't a prototype. It just had very limited release. It's a space shooter. The main thing that really stands out in this game is the cool voice sampling, which was kind of uncharacteristic for Exidy at the time. The voice samples are very good for 1982. But the game is kind of clunky. The physics don't seem right. This was created in early 1982. And the music is nice. Kind of peppy.
Unit test pass.
But you have 4 different buttons. You control the ship with, it was either a knob or a joystick, I can't remember for sure, but you have a fire button, a thrust button, a shield button, and a doomsday button. Doomsday is like a smart bomb. It takes out all the enemies on the screen at once. And here's a look at the enemies. Now, you want to, whenever you hear yellow alert, there are quarks on the surface of the planet. If those are stolen by paratroopers that drop down, they will turn bad and attack you, and you will hear a yellow alert when one has been turned bad and will attack you. There will be missiles rising off of the planet. Those planets or whatever you saw in the sky among the stars, you can't be killed by running into those. Don't worry, that's all background stuff. We'll go ahead and get started. But you get bonus points for all the quarks that were not stolen at the end of the level. And to end a level, you must destroy all the major enemies. And you have a 3-screen radar screen at the bottom, or split-screen radar screen. The music is a bit loud, as are the sound effects. Oops, I got killed. But you have a shield of limited use, and you'll see the meters for the shield and for the smart bomb or the doomsday, plus your fuel supply, and your fuel supply can run out, and when it runs low, there is a fueling station on the surface of the planet.
Squadron 1 destroyed.
I took out all the enemies. But you can see the enemies on the radar screen, so you need to keep an eye on that.
Ready. Flier.
But it's difficult. Now I've moved up rank to Flier. I started at Cadet. And I get double shots now. You'll eventually get laser shots on a later level, or later ranking. But it doesn't go up any more than that in terms of power-up. And you also have cannons on the surface of the planet trying to shoot lasers at you. But,
Yellow alert.
yeah, I don't really care for this game much. It's hard to keep track of
Yellow alert. Yellow alert.
the radar screen. Plus, look out for enemies
Yellow alert.
coming onto your screen, because they can appear real quick, and you don't have time to move sometimes, and they'll just zap you like nothing or run into you like nothing. And they'll often shoot at you, and the bullets will usually go right through you. The game just seems unfinished. I really don't care for this game that much. I never saw this in the arcades because, like I said, it was very kind of rarely seen in arcades at all.
Warning. Load shields. 3, 2,
And
1.
now my energy is low, or my fuel supply is low. The fuel supply is the yellow bar.
Destroyed.
But I destroyed all the major squadron enemies.
You are now a squadron leader.
I won't play a game all the way through, but I'll just show you at least parts of each rank. There is Cadet, there is Flier, there is Squadron Leader, there is Wing Commander, and there is Ace.
Yellow alert.
But yeah, much of the time the enemy shots will just go right through you because the game is just
Yellow alert.
technically
Yellow alert.
flawed. Collision detection is sometimes very, very, very poor.
Yellow shield up.
But yeah, it's hard to... There is the Doomsday weapon.
2.
It probably should have been killed by that rocket or an enemy, and that didn't happen.
Alert.
You can run into the sides of the fueling station. You have to go right down the center of it. Yeah, I won't play a complete game. I will show you what it's like to put in your initials. And putting in the initials, it didn't seem to want to work for me. So I couldn't put in my initials properly. But yeah, there will be enemies on the surface. You have to watch out because of those laser cannons. See, a shot just went right through me. This game is
Shield up.
like unfinished, it seems. Now I've got my shields on.
1.
They don't last very long.
Shield down.
But once you get to the final
Ready.
rank,
Squadron
Ace,
Leader 1.
and beat that level, then you'll just keep maintaining the rank of Ace for all the later levels that you beat.
Enemy Squadron 3 destroyed.
And now we go on to the rank of Wing Commander.
You are now a Wing Commander. Get ready. Wing Commander 1.
And there was a series of computer games called Wing Commander. And this is not related, thank God. I mean, this is really not that good a game at all.
Up. 3.
Those enemies can just appear on screen in the blink of an eye and just kill you like nothing.
Yellow alert.
And their speed is deceptive. They'll be slow, and then all of a sudden, zoop,
Out of Doomsday.
they're right on top of you. And again, those are the Quarks, those red guys that got loosened from their
Enemy
silos.
Squadron 4 destroyed.
I'm just zipping forward so I can show you the
You
Ace
are
rank.
now an Ace. Get ready. Ace 1.
But you get bonuses for all the remaining Quarks that were not turned bad or released or whatever. Yeah, watch out for those cannons on the surface of the planet.
Yellow alert.
Their lasers fire quicker, or their radius is longer, or whatever.
Yellow alert. Congratulations. You
But
have
let me
made
just show you real
the
quick
top
what it's like
10
to
player
try to
list.
put in the initials. But yeah, the main draw for players from this game was the voice samples. But the rest of the game I am really not a big fan of at all. There was an alternate version of this called Victor Banana. And it was a very jokey
Player 1.
version of Victory. It had very silly characters in lieu of enemy characters. I mean, they could still kill you, and the gameplay was exactly the same as Victory. But it was... Maybe it was just Nick... Well, its unofficial name, I guess, is Victor Banana. I mean, the screen still said Victory. But the enemies were silly, and here we're going to look at Victor Banana. It was created like a couple months after Victory.
Unit test pass.
And your ship looks different. And the shield is different. Yeah, it says Victory, but note that there's the Victory sign hands on the surface of the planet. Those are the cannons. They have the same names as the enemies in Victory, but there's like a rabbit, there's fingers pointing. It's very, very silly. but it really
you.
plays
Good luck.
exactly the
Get
same
ready.
as Victory.
Player one.
We'll look at a little bit of gameplay here. If you're playing in MAME, you need to reconfigure the control of the ship's
Shield down.
movement. There's the Doomsday weapon, of which you have only like 3 of them. Oops, died.
Get ready. Player one.
But in MAME, you need to change the controls. But that's Victory by Exidy in 1982, also known as Victor Banana in some versions. Well, this is Crazy Climber Racing. Thanks for watching Victory by Exidy in 1982. I'll catch you later in the future with another video. Hope you have a good one, folks, and I'll see you then. Bye-bye.